Hey guys, how you doing? This is Nick, otherwise known as Unedited Kills, and today we got a full solo guide to the Sewers of the Dead Easter egg, and that is the hidden Easter egg after you do the main storyline. Let's dive into it. First thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and complete all the main story objectives and complete the main boss fight. This boss fight is really not that hard, but please don't take it too lightly when you get into the hardcore version. After completing it, if you're like anything like me, you're gonna have a bunch of these abominations left over because I just don't kill them during this boss fight, especially on the normal version. So once you kill the abominations, you're gonna go ahead and interact with the metal coffin. Once you kill all the abominations and the leftover adds from the boss fight, go ahead and interact with the metal gun case or coffin, whatever you want to call it. Interact with it, kill the stranger, and now the same thing as the other maps, you need to find 3 different spawn points around the map that he could spawn to. So let's get into the spawn points. And by the way, these tokens, every time you complete the map, it's going to be permanently there. So if you didn't know that, like the first 2 maps is the top. First left-hand side ones, and then the last two maps are the right-hand side ones. So I was just kind of looking at it here. First spawn point is the radio tower control room in this little corner. You want to open this door. It's actually called the water room. It's going to be the top right. Go ahead and shoot him. Another location, if you make your way up these stairs and you go and you look at these rocks on that corner next to this tree, you'll see him right here. I wanted to include this. This is the sound it makes when you're getting close to it. Right there. I see him right above the water tower. And go ahead and shoot him. Once you hit all 3, you will hear that sound signal letting you know it's done. Let's go over the other 3 locations. Another spawn point can be in the catacombs, and he'll be tucked away in the corner on this corner here. Another possible spawn point is the radio tower, or next to the radio tower in the sewer entrance. You'll hear the sound signal. It'll be tucked away on the left corner. I just wanted to make sure you guys heard that sound signal. Here's a little bit better of a clear shot of it here. It'll be tucked away to the left corner. Go ahead and shoot him. Another location is if you go into the trees or train, and then you make a right here where this cage is, you'll see him right here on top of the rocks in the middle of the trees. After collecting all 3, you're going to hear a sound cue once it's completed. And you're ready for the next step. Once complete, head back to the train and interact with this cage. It will spawn in a boss. He's not too big of a deal. Just be careful nonetheless. He does hit pretty powerful. Just, have a zombie saved. Maybe not fight him in the train. Take him out and you'll move on to the next step. Next step is you want to go to the back of the train area where you picked up the wonder weapon, and you want to notice that this is a compass. There's going to be north, west, east, and south, and there's going to be 4 pillars around the mat that you need to press a button. Press a button to turn a statue, which is a cat statue, pointed to the right direction. So what I want you to do here is you just want to keep note of every single direction and what its symbol it corresponds to. And what I'm doing in this video, and I'm just doing, little screenshots just so I can keep it for later. So I would recommend doing the same. So after whittling it down to 1 zombie, the first location is going to be right next to spawn. and you want to go ahead and switch this direction to the corresponding symbol of which you took pictures of. So you just want to make sure the cat is pointing to the direction to the right symbol. Next location is near the radio tower, and the same thing. You want to go ahead and move this to the direction which it needs to be. Next one will be right next to the radio tower and next to the train. Same thing here, just go ahead and move it to the corresponding symbol. Last one is going to be on the opposite side in this corner here. Same thing here, go ahead and move it to the appropriate symbol. You'll hear that sound cue and you'll be ready for the next step. After hearing the sound cue, you want to go ahead and go back to the points where you've seen all the directions and the symbols, and you go ahead and spawn the next boss. Same thing here, take him out, at a safe round when you have just one zombie, preferably maybe not on the train where you can get stuck. Once he's dead, you'll hear that sound cue again, and you'll be ready for the next step. Next step here is you want to go back into spawn, and you're going to notice that Demon Goat is back for more fun, and this is going to be another escort step. Same thing here, so you just want to make sure maybe you save just the one zombie, and then escort when you feel it's safe. The one thing I could tell you is that this one is a little bit different than the other two maps. It's actually going to spawn in several zombies, 2 different times. Or I think, 2 different times, and then before he actually disappears. So just make sure you're prepared for this. Make sure you have proper weapons upgraded. I mean, obviously you would have if you've completed the main Easter egg, but just make sure you're ready. Once he's to the spot, he's going to spawn in all the ads. Just be careful, kill him, and then go ahead and start guiding him again. When he gets close to the second location, he's going to do the same thing. He's going to spawn in more enemies. Same thing here, just be careful, take him out. Once you're finished, go ahead and start guiding the goat. One thing that I kind of noticed here is that it spawned in the enemies from the fortress, Deadly Lover's Fortress, which I thought was a nice little nod to the next map. What I've come to realize is that this goat has been trying to kill us the whole time, so he's maybe not on our side. Once he does get to his last location, however, he will spawn in another Baylor, the Unedited. Just be careful, maybe not be in the train. Same thing here. Find an open place to fight him. Be careful and take him out. Once he's down, you'll be able to move on to the next step. After the last Baylor has been defeated, go ahead and go back to the train, and what you want to do is you want to interact with what's now open cage and go ahead and grab your token for this map. This is going to allow you to enter into the hardcore boss fight. Once you are ready, go ahead and interact with what's now the top right symbol, and this will go ahead and spawn in the stranger once again. When you are ready, go ahead and start doing damage onto him. Now, With this boss fight, I do have to let you know it's a lot more dangerous than the original boss fight. This is actually my second run. In my first run, I thought it was a good idea to kind of stay on the outsides and kind of, you know, destroy the nose as fast as possible, kind of like how I would do on the normal run. I do not suggest that. Okay, so on my first run, I had a death where right after I shot the node, I went back up top as fast as possible and got stuck by Balors, like 15 of them. And right shortly after that, I got killed with some type of death barrier hugging the outskirts of the boss arena. So definitely don't hug the outskirts of the boss arena. You know, you can stay on the sides, but then, you know, kind of try to stay close to the middle as possible. And what I felt worked, you know, at least for me on this run, was I took care of some of the Balors. Now, what I noticed though is that if you do take out all the Balors after another DPS phase, they do keep spawning. But it was a good idea to the fact that it limited them on the playing field. So I would suggest doing the same thing before you start DPS on phase 2. So take care of some of the Balors and then go ahead and shoot your node. Once you clear the field of Balors, and this is just a safety strategy, go ahead and search for your node. Once your node is found, go ahead and destroy it. And you're going to go ahead and start another DPS phase. Same thing here. You want to take them down. Just be careful, because like I said, this minute you start putting damage into them, Balors are going to be spawning. So just watch your back. And these guys do one-shot you. And I think when you're playing on normal and you're going for the hardcore Easter egg, it ups the difficulty as far as the AI. So you're actually playing like maybe hard version of ads instead of just normal version of ads. So just keep that in mind. Same thing here. This is when I started to figure out, after I killed all the Balors, that they kept spawning. It was a good idea still, though, because it didn't limit them on the field. And when I, you know, came back up from destroying the node, they just weren't everywhere. And having a stranger not on the playing field during me killing all the Balors made it a lot easier. So to each his own. You can definitely do whatever strategy works for you. I've seen a lot of runs where people just went right into it, got lucky, didn't get stuck, you know, and didn't get stuck by the Balors, didn't hit any death traps. So, you know, definitely however you feel comfortable. This is where I started noticing that more Balors were spawning. So as soon as you think it's safe enough, especially on this last phase, I would just wait until all of them are at top. Kill the last node. Don't go up the same circle, or sorry, the same entry point you went into. Try to find a safer route further away. And, you know, just like here, if you see a Balor coming, go the other way, no matter what. Don't try to sneak through, because I've done that, and trust me, you'll regret it. Once you find a safe passage way up, try to find a clean area to do some damage into the boss. What I would suggest is doing a quick lap around the arena, and then once you have all your enemies behind you, go ahead and shoot. But one thing I do want to let you know is that the Balors do teleport in front of you, and then there's also ads that do the same. So just kind of keep a mindful eye, and you should be fine. But congratulations. This is the full Easter egg tutorial. Hopefully it helps you out. If it did help you guys out, please do leave a like, subscribe to this channel. If you would, you know, consider maybe leaving a comment. Let me know what you thought of Sker Ritual and what you think of this Easter egg. It would be greatly appreciated. Once it is safe to do so and all the Balors are done from the boss fight, go ahead and exit the level, and congratulations, you have completed the Easter egg on hardcore difficulty. Thank you again for watching the video, and have a great day.